Okay, so let's do a quick market review. If you're watching this video, if you're watching my video for the first time, this is Electron FS Academy. Here we give educational content, right? Purely educational content, right? No, not financial advice, right? So let's do a quick market review, right? If you're familiar with what I trade, then yeah, this should make sense to you. All right, so we have determined that the euro dollar is bullish, right? Based on the past market data. So we have kind of been on a bullish spree since April 24th. So we have been on a bullish spree since April 24th. We have seen the market, pull back, take out this high, continue running higher, right? So it's logical to say that, okay, since price, came back to this inverted order block here, and and um this inverted fair value gap here, is logical to expect that price is going to make a new high, right? And if you look very carefully at this point here, you can see that we have an order block resting just there, right? You can see this other block resting there, right? You can see how price, tapped in, right? Mitigated this order flow and this order block, and then we're expecting price to make a new high, right? So based on what I can see, if you ask me what I see now, right, I believe that it's just logical that we can see price make a new high. Now, looking at what I am seeing, look at what I can see here, I feel that the area of interest to actually pay attention to is what this last push down here, right? This is where I'm actually looking at, because price has not really come from an area where I expect price to, this other block was able to make price take out this internal structural high, right? So we took out that internal structural high, and looking at what I can see here, we have this liquidity resting here, this external liquidity resting here, right? So that's what we should look at. So we can put our pigeon there. So we have that external liquidity resting up there, and it's logical that price should take the high. Now, seeing that price it has not been able to take this high first, right? Let us see something. Now, we instead took out this high, giving us a market structure change, right? A change in market structure, right? Just above the high. So it's logical to expect that price might see this low as an inducement, right? So it's logical that price might see this low as an inducement, right? This would be a very nice one if it plays out. So you can see price do something like this, maybe, deep into this area before making it high, right? This is what I feel that price might do. I can see price deep into this POI here and then make a new high, right? So that's what I feel that price might do, all right? So that's it. So for now, I'm kind of expecting the market to drop down before making a new high, right? So since today is Tuesday, we are still forming the low of the week, right? So this is Monday candle. Tuesday might push down to take out this inducement and then tap into a POI, because after the market gives a lower time frame break, normally when the market is bearish, the market gives a break, it has to retrace before making a new high. So we have seen the market give a break here. So what to say the market come to form is higher low, right? It's probably below this inducement, tap into this point and then may make a new high, right? That's what I expect on the pound dollar, right? So on the euro dollar, right? So this is what I expect for me personally, right? Remember that whatever I'm saying here is for educational purposes, right? I'm not giving you a financial advice. That means whatever I say here has a possibility of playing out, and it also has a possibility of not playing out. So whatever decisions you make are strictly on you, right? Trading carries a lot of risk, and I try not to be the one to tell someone when or where to risk his money, right? All right, so now let's look at DXY. So on the weekly chart on DXY, you can clearly see that DXY, we are expecting DXY to drop, right? So what did we see here? We saw that DXY blew this high. I was counting this as a bullish break. We can see that price failed to make a new high, right? Normally, if price wanted to be bullish, when price came down here and pushed it, you should have made a new high, right? Whenever price fails to make a new high, that may be an indication of a failure swing. Instead, price started breaking lows instead of taking, so instead of price to make a new high, it started taking out lows, right? And then if you look at the seasonality chart, right, the seasonality chart suggests that dollar is bearish for the whole of September, right? So that's what, just check out seasonality chart on equity clock, right? I might not have the time to open that, right? I don't want to leave this page. So check out seasonality chart DXY. It suggests that September is bearish for the dollar index, right? So now we have that there, right? And then we have this liquidity low resting here, right? Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, do want to subscribe because it helps the channel grow, right? It helps the channel grow. Just do to subscribe, put a thumbs up and like. All right. So we have this area resting there. Logically, we can expect price maybe to take out this low. If price wants to really, be bearish, right? It's very logical that price will take out this low, right? Price will take out this low, right? So this may be an area of target, right? Since we are taking out this low, so this extreme low here will be an area of target as well. So we can put our pension tool there, right? Indicating our targets, right? So all right, so let's look at the daily chart. So on the daily, you can see that. All right, so on the daily, all right, so on the daily, you can see that price has been, giving that bearishness. You can see market make a swing high and then a swing low, right? And you can see that price has, not just been bullish. Look at the daily charts right from here. You can see our price has been giving what bearish setups. You can see our price has been respecting bearish angles, right? You can see our price came, tap into this February gap drop, tap into this February gap drop, pushed higher into this inverted February gap drop. So market has just been respecting the bearish order flow, right? So there's not been any bullish, there's not been any bullish scenario yet, right? There's not been any bullish scenario yet, right? Like price breaking a high or something of that sort. So for now, that's why it's still giving that bearish indicator, right? Look at this volume imbalance here. Look at this volume imbalance here. So we had this area here. So that's an area I have to pay attention to as well. So price is rejecting from that area. All right, and then it's doing that. So looking since we are expecting dollar to drop lower before buying is also logical that they also might push up a bit, but I would not stick to that, right? I wouldn't stick to that because I don't want to be buying dollar at this point because market is very, very clearly bearish. So you don't want to be buying dollar now, right? So since this is bearish, we can expect our euro pound setup to play out because we are bullish, right? We are bullish. So yeah, since we are bullish, then dollar is giving us that bearish setup to go by, right? So that is it. So let's now go back to euro dollar and look at the lower time frame, like the 1 hour. So the 1 hour currently, we are currently above Asian high. So we're currently above Asian high. We failed to make a new high. When we tapped here, we should have made a new high, but it didn't. So it's logical that we are going for this inducement first. So this inducement will be an area of target for now, and then we'll likely target our original order block down there. So it's very risky now to take trades until dollar drops lower, right? We want to see dollar drop to this point here, right? To this POI first. I want to see the euro dollar drop there before we can actually, be very convinced about our buy opportunities, right? So I want to see dollar really drop down here. This is Asian low. So let's be careful, mindful of that. This low formed in Asia. So be mindful of that. So price might breach lower to give us that. So let's look at GBPUSD. GBPUSD should also give us something very similar, right? Since we have been seeing bullishness on the remaining pairs, right? So values. So GBPUSD, you can see it has been bullish like since April too. Since April that euro got bullish. That is same April that GBPUSD got bullish. Right? I can see how markets are expecting bullish order flows, hitting POIs, pushing higher, and all of those fun stuff, right? So For now, I can't do anything on this guy because we already overall in a new high, right? So we don't want to do anything at that point there. We don't want to be buying at extreme highs, right? So it's just okay if you can ignore the GBP pound, right? You can ignore it. And I think our focus should be on the local. So taking at this high now. So it's not wise to keep buying this because you can get guts, right? You can see we are still pushing higher. I told you guys I expected price to go for this high, right? This high I've been targeting since inception because it took out this low. I told that I'm expecting market to go to this equal high, right? You can put our PNG into the our target too, right? So it's our target, but I'm putting it here. I can see it, right? So this I'm actually expecting price to go for, but it might not be this month or next month. It might take some time, right? So let's leave that. So let's go back to euro dollar. So we have the monthly high resting here. So we have this target. So market is bullish. I think I've talked about this before. And the monthly when the certain dollar euro dollar to hit this point and the consequences this overall high. So I have for euro dollar. So that's why I've been kind of bullish for a long time now. All right. So let's wait for price to come to a POI. Right. So let us wait for price to come to a POI. But for now, for today, you can see price since we're taking an Asian high. I can see price drop to at least to this low here, right? But I wouldn't be banking on that, right? So be careful what you do. All right, the market was very bearish yesterday. You can see this big market price bearish action, right? So just be very mindful of what you do today. Right, so USDHF, for USDHF, well, market has, I've told you guys why we are bearish, right? I see I marked this out a long time ago. We took out this inducement, hit this rejection block here, and you can see our price has been dropping lower since then, right? So to complete this market setup, to complete whatever we're seeing here, it's just logical that price should make a new low, right? So we have hit this fair value gap now, right? We have hit this gap here, right? So logically, we should expect price to make a new low. So that's what I'm expecting for USDHF, right? Since we are bearish on sentiment, so this is just where we should go for and just get it done with, right? So we have hit this POI, so market should likely drop to this low, right? And then we have it done at that, right? So look at the lower time frame, wait for bearish opportunities if you see, right? So we have to wait for price to give us a bearish setup because now we're still below Asian liquidity, right? So if a price to take out Asian liquidity and then give you whatever you want to see, all right? So that's by the way. So for GBPJPY, that is pound yen. Pound yen is also giving us something spectacular. So if you look at the daily charts, you can see that the pound yen has been bearish for a while. And then if you draw your 52 from year to year, you can see that 50% is somewhere where price is going forward. So price is going towards the 50%. So it's logical to say that, okay, you don't even need any profit at all that the market should go for this level here because you can see that price failed to make a new low. So whenever price fails to make a new low, what happens? We go for the failure high, right? That's what I'm saying. When the market is bearish, and the market fails to make a new low, right? When this failure occurs, right? So I want to get that in. So whenever a failure occurs, like market is pushing down, market now fails to make a new low, that simply means that this high does not have enough strength to make a new low. That means this high was a suspect. So this suspicious high would likely be doing what? Be taken out, right? So the suspicious high would be taken out because we could see that the new low could not be formed, right? So that's what's happening here. So logically, if you're taking this trade, you should be looking to buy to this point here, right? Look to buy pound yen to this high because price failed to make a new low. You could not go below this low, right? And then not only that, you can see that our discount levels are above that high. So price usually reject at 50% and beyond. So whenever price hits the midpoint of a range or above it, we are what we call premium price level, right? So price is not at a premium level for our sell, right? So whenever you're taking a trade, pay attention to this. Price you want to always take your sales at the higher quadrant or the higher half of the range, and then buys at the lower range. So this upper range is what we call discounts, sorry, premium, and the lower range is what we call discount. So you want to take your sales at the upper 50%, and then your buys at the lower 50%, right? So that's what is happening here. So price is at our lower 50%, which would indicate that price is more likely to push up, right? And tap into this point. So whenever price tap into this point, we can expect our sales to resume. And then of course, see our inducements here. we have our inducements here. So price might still likely go for this our inducement level here. All right. So that's just the reasons why price should go bullish. Looking at this, and then don't forget that GBPUSD is very bullish. So GBPUSD is very bullish. That means what? The pound, sorry, the British pound is currently bullish, and if British pound is currently bullish, that means GBP, JPY, GBP, AUD, all those pairs will likely be bullish, right? So that's what I can see. So market should go for this high, and then consequently higher, right? So I'm bullish on GJ. So if you see about opportunities for a buy, it will be very nice to take them, right? If you see opportunities for the buy in the lower time frame, it will be very nice to take them if you can, right? If you see them, you take them, right? So I was trying to buy GJ yesterday, but I couldn't really see price not really give me what I was looking out for, right? I didn't really see my lower time frame signature move, right? Markets went below Asian low, but I couldn't really find my signature move to take a buy. I want to buy this market, but from what I can see here, I can see that no, that was not really clear. So it's one of those things. So for me, I want to see price, give me the retracement and then opportunity, right? So for now, I can't really see anything to buy now. So I'll wait for price to give me something if I do anything, right? So for gold, looking at the daily charts, that's how gold is making all-time highs, right? If gold is making all-time highs, it's just best to stay out because you can't tell when it will be done. Because yesterday, people tried to sell gold yesterday. They took people have been taking losses because of trying to sell gold, right? So whenever the price is making all-time highs, you can't know with certainty when that all-time high has been made. Because most times when price makes its all-time high, it can push several times, push. You try to sell again, it pushes. You try to sell again, it pushes. So that's what's happening on gold. So gold it's not really ready to go down, right? It's not ready to go down yet. So I think that you should wait for preferably a 4-hour break of structure to confirm that the price wants to go down, right? So wait for a very clear move. So for now, I wouldn't be looking at gold anymore, right? I wouldn't be looking at gold anymore until once the price gives me a suitable trade, right? Nothing, nothing is there. Nothing is there. Nothing is there. Nothing is there on good. Yeah, nothing is there on good for me. Unless I'm going to be buying all-time highs, which is okay. People do it, but for me, I think I'll just stay out. Right. All right. So let's see. Let's see. All right. So let's see. All right. Okay. So I'm looking at gold. Nothing for me currently. Okay. If market wants to buy, it's logical. I say okay, price will continue buying from here because this other block was not really tapping into. Okay, it was. Price actually hit it. Gold is not something I want to play with. So let's look at the last thing, which is what the indices. So NAS 100 daily chart. All right, so let's look at NAS 100 daily chart. All right, so O2. So NAS 100, you can see, remember what I told you about NAS 100, right? Remember, I've been bullish since here. Remember, don't forget, like when price hit here, I told that price was like a go up. So price took our inducement, hit our other block, and then can see as price been buy ever since then, right? So you don't even need to know my bias anymore. You do know that I'm bullish. So I'm bullish to this extreme target here, right? So markets gave this lower time frame break, right? We came back, tapped into our unmitigated area, which is yeah, okay, this level here. So we came and tapped into our unmitigated area, so you can extend it to this point. So whatever is the market can tap into our last area, and then can see our market is pushing higher, right? So my target is this high here. So if you see opportunities to buy, it will be very, very good to do so, right? Wait for good retracement. So this is an area you can look out for a good retracement into, and then you look for a buy continuation. And not only that, you also have this gap here, right? So market can come lower to tap into any of these zones. It will also be nice to look for buy opportunities. All right, so these are good areas you can look for buy. Markets can come back there to be nice. If you can still see opportunities to buy up here, it's still be nice. Right, but I like to see price retrace before doing something. Right, and then if you take out this, you take out your gun and you plot your 50% range, you can see that this is actually our 50%. Right. But ideally, the correct way to plot this is from this low here. Right? This is the correct place to plot it from here. Right. So you can see that this other block rests at the lower 50% of our quadrant of our range. Right. So price coming down here first would be nice to see for us to catch a buy. Right. So something like this would be very nice. Right. So that's it. To be a very nice swing trade if you swing. Right. For US 30, which is the last one we're looking at, all-time high has been made already. There's nothing I can do here. I can't buy an all-time high market. Right. So I see how price has been respecting structure. We tapped into this point, pushed higher, market came back, tapped into other block, took out an inducement, tapped into other block, made a new high. So that has been on repeat. Right. So if we were to continue this buys, have our inducement here already, obvious, and then here's our other block that needs to be tapped into. Right. So obviously it is this other block here. So if price is going to repeat what I did do, if price is going to repeat it, you can see how price took out inducement, tap into that block and made a new high. The same thing happened, they took out inducement, tap into that block and made a new high. So we want to see that same thing happen. Price can take out this inducement, tap into this other block and continue to make a new high. So for now, I will start with US 30 until I can see price retrace up to this point, right? Until that, I'm not taking US 30 trades anymore. So I'll just put gold and US 30 at the lower end because they're not ready, right? They're not ready. I don't want to take in any trades of these guys, right? They're not ready, right? So I've taken off my indicator to signify that they're not ready. All right. So that's basically all I have. If you enjoy this video, do want to subscribe to the channel. Like this video. This is our analysis, our market review, and all this fun stuff, right? So I would love to see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching this video. Once again, do want to like, do want to subscribe, do want to share the video to your friends, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers and God bless.